Welcome back. Technology is everywhere, infiltrating nearly every aspect of our lives, including our homes. But the use of things like video doorbells, smart speakers does raise privacy concerns and introduces legal vulnerabilities. In today's Legal Matters, attorney Chad Florin here to talk about those risks and how to mitigate them. Chad, so many people have these smart speakers in their homes. Our phones are always listening to us. Are they always listening to us?
I think the safe answer is yes, that you are always being listened to. When you purchase these smart home devices, whether it be Alexas, Ring doorbells on your phone, your smart TV, smart speakers, you have to assume that there is information that's not only coming to you, but also going out at the same time. And a lot of what is being collected really depends on the terms of the agreements that you're signing or opting into with these devices.
And we all read those, right? Every word of those agreements.
I would be so guilty if I said no, that we don't, and that's kind of the problem. Because when you're looking at these terms and agreements, right? They're long, they're cumbersome, they're using a whole lot of words that we don't understand. And so I think one of the safest things that you can do is opt out of whatever you can when buying or using these devices.
Who owns the information that's being recorded? Does the person the homeowner own it? Does the company who's collecting that data own it?
So I think it's a little nuanced. The intellectual property, I think, is owned by the consumer. So like with Ring doorbells, the videos. However, when you opt into these agreements, you're giving them full reign to use that data, to analyze it, to better their systems, to better their product at the end of the day. So they can use that data not only for themselves, but in a lot of times you're agreeing to let them sell that information to other companies.
I was going to ask about that. So it's not just the company themselves, but they're using your information, your personal information, and giving it or selling it to other people. When you talk about the data that is being collected, whether they're recording conversations, could any of that be used against you in a court of law?
The answer is yes, and there's been plenty of criminal cases across the United States where subpoenas have gone out to companies like Amazon, to Ring, to help the prosecution better present their evidence for a jury in murder cases, in assault cases, in a wide range of cases. So the answer is yes.
Important to point out, though, laws are different in each state and federally, and so it's kind of a blanket answer to this question. There's so much more that you could talk about for like a half an hour, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's always nuances in the law, so I don't think that's lost on anybody. And clearly, a defense counsel would do their best using the law to keep out whatever information is gathered from these devices.
All right, so steps to protect ourselves. We want to review the app permissions. We want to limit what data can be collected. When you say isolate your network, what does that mean?
Isolate your network. So make it so that your network is not broadcast publicly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and use local controls.
Local controls. Anything that you can do to set those privacy levels up to the highest level, do it.
All right, thank you so much. We really appreciate all this information. If you want to revisit any of Chad's advice, you'll find this segment on KARE11.com on the 4 p.m. page.